Hey everyone, welcome back. We've got some really big Social Security news today. And this isn't just small policy chatter out of Washington. This is a real shakeup that's already starting to affect how benefits are managed, how payments go out, and even what changes we could see in the next few years. Plus, there's a new rule kicking in October 1st that will directly impact the way some people receive their money. So let's break this down in plain English and talk about what it actually means for you and your family. The first big headline is leadership. The Social Security Administration is under new direction, and that means fresh faces at the top with different priorities. Now, you might think that's just names and titles in Washington, but leadership decisions trickle down to real life. How long you're stuck on hold when you call, whether your online account works at midnight, how quickly payments are processed. All of that comes back to the tone set at the top. And right now, the focus is on modernization, fraud prevention, and making sure people get clearer information instead of being left in the dark. The next big shift is in how the SSA itself is structured. Instead of keeping power locked up at headquarters, they're pushing more authority down to the field offices and processing centers. If you've ever had to walk into a local office and been told, "Sorry, we can't fix this here, you'll have to wait," then you know how frustrating that can be. The goal now is to cut through that red tape and let frontline staff solve more problems on the spot. Early signs are promising. Phone wait times are shorter, offices are moving a bit quicker, and the online portal has finally been upgraded so it's available 24/7 instead of going down for long stretches. That's a big quality of life change for a lot of people. But let's talk about the part that really hits home: payments. Starting October 1st, paper checks for Social Security and disability are being phased out almost completely. If you're already on direct deposit or the Direct Express debit card, you're good. Nothing changes for you. But if you're still receiving a paper check in the mail, you need to pay attention. Fewer than 1% of beneficiaries still rely on paper checks. But for those who do, this is a major deadline. The reason the government is doing this comes down to cost and security. Paper checks are far more expensive to process, and they're much more likely to get lost or stolen. Moving everyone to digital saves money and reduces fraud. That said, we all know this isn't simple for everyone. Imagine a 90-year-old in a rural town, no internet, no bank nearby, just the mailbox. For someone like that, this change can be stressful. There are exceptions though. If you're over a certain age, have serious impairments, or don't have access to banking, you can apply for a waiver to keep receiving checks. But the key is not to wait. If this applies to you or someone in your family, make that call now before the deadline sneaks up. For everyone else, you'll need to set up direct deposit with your bank, or use the Direct Express card, which works like a regular debit card, without needing a bank account. Now let's zoom out to the bigger picture. Social Security's trust funds are still facing long-term pressure. As things stand, they're projected to run short around 2034, which would mean automatic benefit cuts of roughly 20% if nothing changes. Obviously, no one wants that to happen. Lawmakers are floating new ideas, including one major plan that would build up a long-term investment fund to keep Social Security stable without raising the retirement age or cutting checks outright. Whether or not it gets bipartisan support is another question, but it shows just how urgent the situation is becoming. And then there's the cost of living adjustment, or COLA. For 2025, the increase is set at about 2.5%. That's something. But let's be real, most people paying for groceries or prescriptions will tell you it doesn't feel like enough. Prices are moving faster than benefits. Some lawmakers are pushing for a guaranteed minimum COLA of 3% each year, so seniors don't fall behind during low inflation years. Whether that proposal makes it through or not, it's another piece of this puzzle that affects millions of households. So when you step back, here's what's happening. Social Security is being pushed to modernize. Some changes feel like improvements: shorter phone waits, more power at local offices, better online access. Others feel more disruptive, like saying goodbye to paper checks or worrying about long-term funding. But the bottom line is that the system has to evolve in order to keep delivering. If you take anything away from this video, it's this: if you're still on paper checks, act now before the October 1st deadline. Set up direct deposit or get on Direct Express so you don't miss a payment. And if you haven't made a My Social Security account yet, do it. It takes just a few minutes and gives you direct control over your benefits. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you feel like these changes are a step in the right direction, or do they put too much pressure on people who aren't used to doing everything online? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because real experiences matter more than policy talk. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on these Social Security shifts. I'll keep bringing you the latest news as it happens.